XRP, you could say is in a bear flag too, but this is more, it's not really a bear flag, because if you were saying this was a pole, the flag is now longer than the pole, and anytime a flag is longer than the pole, that's not good. That's telling you that, nah, it's doing something else besides a bear flag, right? Let's get rid of this. There we go. Goodbye. Over there. And if we look at what's going on in XRP, you can see actually breaking news. Get the alarm bells going off. Turn them hearing aids up. XRP has broken in a power move. There we go. And you're getting volume. This is getting interesting now. You're getting volume. You have a nice power move above that 37 cents. And now in the short term, real quick as we zoom in, what it needs to do, as you can already see it doing that after your nice power move there, it's coming down now in a consolidation, and a healthy consolidation would be something where it stays above the 200-day and this horizontal major upper lower support now that we've been talking about is upper resistance. So it would come down, tap that 200 in green, maybe even tap that 37.899 cents, and then you get the buyers coming and it starts taking immediately to the upside, and that would be extremely bullish. The bearish scenario would be breach the 200, breach that major underneath support, and then start using it as resistance, and that would make you trade back down, right? So this is very important to watch the next couple of hours if you're actively swing trading. If you get a confirmed hold on the 200 or this lower support line right here, that could be your signal to buy as it's going to break to the upside. If it slips below it real quick on a flush and starts using it on a consolidation up as resistance, that's telling you it's bearish, right? So that's very critical to watch with the XRP price right now as we zoom out to the daily time frame, because if we get a big volume spike, and if you do notice down there on the volume when we were in the 4 hour, I believe, notice that that's a bigger volume spike than any volume you've had since back here on this one spike up in here for a 4 hour stretch where you had a nice run. This one has essentially done it. I feel like this is the beginning of the 4 hour stretch, and it's pumped up that much. So that's very interesting to see, and we would like to see now consecutive 4 hour candlesticks with good volume, and don't just die back off like it did last time, and that would be very bullish, right? You can see in the daily time frame, yeah, the big volume spike, big power move, and then the immediate daily candles the next day was very weak, and then very weak and declining for about 8-9 days after that, and red candles, and then the price consolidated down. So that's very important to watch out for, because we could get a big power pump that we've been seeing and waiting for, a power play pump, if we can get up into this 48 to 50 cent range. But we've been getting rejected, but it's just a nice long consolidation, and you would think eventually it's going to pump up to the upside, and we're still paying attention and still waiting to see if that does indeed happen here in the micro time frame, right? If we look at the Doge did that big power pump like we were talking about the other day when it was down here, sort of where XRP is, and it power pumped all the way up and actually made it to the top part of the last line of defense to the shit house, and that should act as initial resistance. And you can see it actually did, because that's a major area that it's trying to break out of. You can see it initially wicked here and almost tapped it, and you had an immediate liquidation and liquidity flush. Then you had another big run up, what we were looking for last night, and it came all the way up to the top part, even snuck its head out, came back, and notice how it back tested this blue line now, and it held it as support. Come on. Oh, that's catastrophic. And on my phone, I don't know how to hit the undo button. That's just catastrophic. We'll have to just put that back in later. I'm not going to do it right now. But you can see it hit this major upper resistance at 8 3/4 cents, but then it back tested and actually see a perfect touch on old resistance, major upper resistance. It made a perfect tap on it and then pumped immediately back up. But what you would have liked to see here was it breached the old high here and continue up to be bullish. This one immediately sold off, and it could be forming something like this, and then you slip down, then you come down even more, and then you come back up. and then you come back down and you continue down and you got something that looks like that, right? See that? See that little drawing? You could be doing something like that, and that would be very bearish. And we're going to continue to watch out to see if this does indeed play out, because then you could be looking at a 1 hour time frame, left shoulder, elongated head, right shoulder, and then a topping out pattern. See that, something like that, and then you end up down here, right? So we're gonna definitely watch to see if that's something in Dogecoin that maybe is developing here, and old Vincenzo is sniffing it out. But we'll pay attention and keep you up to date. Like, subscribe, and share. Peace and love. Peace and love.